And good morning to you. It's Monday once again. Today is a little bit more special than most, though. Today is Memorial Day, and I hope you'll take at some point a time today to remember those who did give all. I know you've seen many pictures of that over the last couple of days, but let's not forget because it is a very important thing of why today is. We salute those who gave all for our country, for our freedoms. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Nice outside if you haven't cracked a door. Notice 51 degrees. I had someone ask me a while ago, what season is it? I really don't know anymore, but it sure is great, isn't it? We've had 2 to 3 days of just the most perfect weather that you could imagine. It was Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, where that temperature kind of dropped and the breeze came in. It was perfect. We can't complain at all, can we? It really is good. Good morning. Don't forget, Candace will be joining me here in just a little while as we get ready for another great day. Join us at 8 a.m. as that kicks off. Sad news for Macomb, Mississippi. I don't know if you've seen this yet. The historic train depot has burned in Macomb, Mississippi. It's burned to the ground. Of course, they had a museum just like Meridian did, and I think they tried to get in and save as much as they could, but most was burned as you go through the pictures here of what went on there. They tried their best. A few items there that they retrieved. But as you keep going through the pictures, it just totally destroyed the fire station. Not the fire station, the train station. So all those that put in their hard work there in Macomb for the tourism, we think about y'all. That just bad there. So keep them in your thoughts as they try to get that rebuilt. Of course, insurance doesn't replace everything, but that happened in Macomb. I want to say yesterday morning. That's what went on there. Also, as we broke the news Friday of our Mississippi Highway Patrolman that was killed in the line of duty, John Harris, a fund has been set up for him if you'd like to give for that, a GoFundMe fund. They've raised $20,000 of the $25,000 that they're trying to raise for him. You can find that more at the GoFundMe site there if you'd like to donate for that for his family as they bring in money to help with expenses that are going to be encountered with this. So keep him and his family in mind. There's been a lot of I don't know how you word it other than deaths and accidents over this Memorial Day weekend. It's horrible. Those things happen. But be careful wherever you go today. Make sure you're not a statistic today. Make sure of that. All right, let's turn our thoughts toward the weather this morning. Again, thank you for dropping by and spending a little bit of time with me. It's early, I know. A lot of folks hadn't quite rolled over just yet. That's okay. It's going to be fine. Let's turn to the weather now.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Let's start off by going to radar this morning and taking a look at Mississippi, Alabama as what it's showing here. In our immediate area, we're not showing anything. We're perfect here across Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. But look out to our west here. This is right above Dallas through Denton, Texas, up through Oklahoma. As we zoom in on this area here, lots of showers here that goes up, starting right about Denton, Texas there, some light showers there. And the further north you go, Wichita Falls, we get into Duncan, and we move on up through Norman, Oklahoma, the heavier the rain gets there. Stillwater, just to the west of you. Been there many times. There where Garth Brooks and those folks were from in those areas there. Light showers to the west of Odessa, Texas, and we've got a little bit occurring down here just to the east of Orlando that's out in the Atlantic there that will make its debut there. Palm Beach may get some wet showers a little bit later on in Daytona as well as we look at those showers there along Florida. But beautiful weather. Look at this across Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. You couldn't ask for anything any better for Memorial Day. It's going to be perfect. Let's go ahead and pull up and look at our chances of severe weather today of where it is. Let me back this out so you can see the entire nation here. As we look at today, where will the rough weather be? And it's going to be focused over here just east of El Paso, these areas around Midland, Odessa. We got some showers popping up there into New Mexico. Light shower activity all the way up here where it's showing in Wichita. And, of course, here in Florida where we showed that, and up and around Wisconsin, some showers. Let's look at Tuesday to see how the weather will turn out. As we jump ahead to severe weather for tomorrow and turn off today so you can see a better light chances, nothing too serious there across Texas for the main part and up through the Dakotas. And we look ahead to Wednesday to make sure that there's nothing that's coming our immediate way here, and we turn this off. And we show that it does get a little bit closer to us, but nothing serious. A chance of some light showers there on Wednesday. And we look at the Nashville area, it'll be a level 1 there up through Lexington, up to Canton, Ohio area, up to Youngstown. That's what's coming on Wednesday. So we'll watch that and monitor that closely over the next 48 to 48 hours and watch how that turns out, what's going to be happening toward Wednesday. So be careful with that. Brian McCary said, be careful out there weed eating in the garden. Hey, he's listening in the garden. Don't get much better than that. That's funny. I like that. But, speaking of weed eating, one of those things that when I said that, I thought you were going to say something else. Don't forget, if you're going to be doing weed eating today, make sure to put on your safety glasses. If a piece of grass gets in your eye, that is the most aggravating thing that can happen to you. It's painful. So make sure to wear those. I can't tell you driving down the road, running to a store, how many people you see grab a weed eater without those on. If you ever have to go to the doctor over that, you will forever more in a day go hunt a pair of safety glasses before you do that again. So just a small thought there. All right, let's turn our thoughts now to what the National Weather Service has lined up for us today. And first, we pull up our highs and lows of what happened on this date. 1951, it was a hot 99 degrees. And we've looked at, 1984 for the last couple of days here? It was a cool spell. 40 degrees back in 1984. Wow. As we move forward and we look at what the temperatures today, 86 is what we're going to get. Sunshine all the way down to Laurel, 89 Hattiesburg. As we go up through Philadelphia and Louisville, we'll hit about 86 degrees. Nice weather there. As we move across the Bama state line, Demopolis, as we go through Utah, Alabama, and these areas here, same as Meridian, 85, 86. As you go a little bit further east over there, Auburn to Alabama, we'll hit an 84 for a high today. Not bad at all there as they look at their temperatures. As we look at the National Hurricane Center, as we're almost for the deadline tomorrow to kick off National Hurricane season, nothing is brewing. A miracle, that is. We'll keep it to that. We'll keep that, won't we? As we look at the highs and lows of the temps for the next 10 days, it shows that Meridian will be pretty normal here across most of Mississippi and most of Alabama into Florida. Cooler weather there expected in parts of Texas and warmer the further north you go. All right, let's look at the temperatures of what we've got. Today, we're going to get that 85 to 86. Perfect weather through Tuesday. We'll start seeing rain chances move in on Wednesday, and by toward the weekend is when the rain will start moving in back in here. As we look at a closer detail of this, on Wednesday here, 30% chance of showers comes in right after lunchtime. As we get into the nighttime, it'll increase to a 40% chance. And the National Weather Service is giving it a little bit higher rating at this point here on Thursday, to where my system says it's going to be 50%. The National Weather Service is calling this a 70% chance. So a little bit, it's a couple of days out. We'll see who works out right on that. But rain chances all the way through the weekend. So this is it today and tomorrow. If you've got something that you want to do that's on the outside that you don't want to get wet, make sure to handle that, because we could have a wet weekend ahead of us. Again, a lot of things can change over the next couple of days before we get toward the weekend, but plan on some rain in your forecast. Let's go ahead and move another week into June and go all the way to June 14th. Those temperatures are going to remain in the 80s, and we start seeing about mid-month getting back to about 85, 86 there as the temperatures start climbing once again. And again, we're into the summertime where you'll have these afternoon pop-up thunderstorms that happen. You'll be right in the middle of something and rain will come out of the sky. You know how it is. It's the deep south. That's what happens to us. So always plan on, after you get deep into this June, July area here, that rain could happen at any given time. And it will. You'll get wet just out of the blue there. So keep it in mind as you plan your days and what you're going to be doing there. As we move forward into the summertime. It is a great day, and as we mentioned, I want to remind you about this morning, at 10 o'clock. Don't forget to be down at the Doughboy Monument. If you can be there, as a service will be held for Memorial Day at the Doughboy Monument. 10 a.m. they will read the names of those who gave their lives from this area here in a ceremony there. Hope you can make it out and do that. I wanted to bring up our friends at the Precast Group. Not only do they do storm shelters, and I'll show them again, but if you've got a farm, and I don't have all the pictures, I've got to get some more, but how many cattle troughs have you built in your lifetime? Yeah, after a while, they'll rot. One of the things they do at the precast group is they also, if you look at this, they build these cattle troughs that are made of concrete. Never again will you have to remake those. They're there forever. That'll last. Also, they make cattle gaps made of concrete. Can you imagine? It'll really, really make your life great. They make so many things. Picnic tables at the precast group. And not only do they do that, as we've shown many, many times, when it comes to severe weather, that's what they do is build these right here. This is a tornado shelter to make sure that you're safe. They'll deliver them, get them to your home. They can be put in it as you're building it or set up right outside if you've already got your home built. They'll withstand it. These things weigh 20,000 pounds, solid steel doors. Nothing's going to penetrate that whatsoever. It'll be there. You've seen the pictures. The precast group, see them today. If you want an in-ground tornado shelter, they also have that. Protect your family. That's what it all matters about. This is one in the hillside. They have so many different ways to do this. See them today. They're here in Meridian, and what they do is, well, they help you save your family's life. That's what it's all about. The precast group, call them at 482-003. They'll tell you more about it than I can. They'll help you out there. Let me say some good mornings to some folks that are up stirring. Miss Gail Gafford is up. Glad to have you along with Donna Roseman. And as she said, remember those thankful for each soldier who sacrificed their lives to protect hers. Bernadette Odom, good morning on this Memorial Day. Remember those who sacrificed. Don't forget that. Miss Flora Overstreet, thank you for joining us. As I said, Brian McCary is up, stirring around this morning, getting ready to weed eat. Terry Carter, good morning. Red Haney joins us also. Got to meet his first great-grandbaby, Riley Grace. Congratulations to you there, Red. Hope that was great and got a good picture of that. Harvey Cleveland is watching this morning. Miss Linda Culpepper, how are you? And she's remembering those who gave their lives for us, for our freedom. Beth Vick, good morning. Miss LaWanda Grantham, glad to have you as well from Porterville this morning. We're getting ready for our morning show that will kick off in about an hour and 15 minutes as Candace will join me on this Memorial Day. She'll get tomorrow off. She'll send her son off as he joins the military tomorrow. So we hope she joins that. And Miss Jan Bushman will come in tomorrow to help us out, fill in for Candace as she takes that day off. But she'll be here in the morning, this morning at 8 o'clock. We're working on your news stories of what's going on across here locally and what's happening nationwide. Again, thank you for joining me. We'll be back right now. It is nice outside in the 50s, about 52 degrees right now before we get into the 80s. One of those peaceful mornings to have a cup of coffee on your back porch or wherever you may be in your screened-in porch and enjoy. Maybe it's your front porch you like looking across. I sit more on my back porch than anywhere else. But it's nice either way. Which direction you look, it's wonderful. Hope you enjoy yourself. Again, join me in just a little over an hour from now as we'll be back with another fantastic morning show just for you here on Facebook, YouTube, and also we'll be on television on Meridian Me TV. Join us. We'll see you in just a little bit here. It's Scotty Ray's Weather. Thank you for joining me.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by